So what's the time, you say? Time to be an absolute hater. So there's this thing going around at the moment, I don't know if you've heard of it. I think I've heard of it being called seasonal affective disorder on the streets. It's rampant at the moment and it currently has me in a headlock. Unfortunately for me, one of the symptoms is hating all your clothes. Sorry, I mean hating everything. Half empty, that is. The other day I was watching Flossie's video. She was doing a wardrobe clear out. I thought, oh my goodness, what a perfect time for me to do the exact same because I have no original ideas ever. So I went to my wardrobe. I did the exact same as her, except I hate absolutely everything and got rid of nothing. In fact, I actually looked up to try and purchase her Gucci heels, but the average living crisis sufferer cannot afford to pay £300 for a pair of second-hand heels on Vinted. So good luck with selling those. Anyway, as I was looking through my wardrobe and hating absolutely everything, I thought I might take some notes and tell myself, why do I hate everything? And I thought I'd share them with you. Maybe they'll be useful, maybe they won't, maybe they'll just make you miserable as well. Those of nervous disposition, maybe turn away now. I don't know. Proceed at your own peril. I'm going to tell you why I hate all my clothes and maybe why you may hate all your clothes as well. So we begin. My first reason, it doesn't fit. I have come to the unfortunate conclusion that none of my clothes in fact fit me. I'll tell you why this is. Since being the age of being able to choose my own clothing, I have mistaken too big to mean oversized, and that is in fact not the case. I now realise that in fact all my clothes are just about 5 sizes too big. Some may call that baggy, some may call that oversized, but I have matured to the extent that I no longer believe too big and oversized to be interchangeable. So basically nothing fits me. Next thing on my list, it's boring or it's not unique enough. Personally, I don't like wearing lots of pieces of clothing. I am not a maximalist. Heaven forbid anyone present me with tat. The word tat is just not in my vernacular. If I could, I'd live in a white void, like Squidward with nothing to his name but a clarinet. Anyway, I don't like wearing lots of pieces of clothing, so the only way I feel I can make an outfit interesting is if the actual item, if the actual piece of clothing is interesting. And I also hate wearing things in the wrong way. There's a new trend I've seen actually on TikTok that's wearing your jumper half across your body so you've got one shoulder out. That's just not for me. I think my biggest problem right now is with my jeans. All of my jeans are very standard baggy jeans. If you were to ask a child to draw a picture of someone wearing jeans, that would be what my jeans look like. The most exciting thing about my jeans is the little red Levi label on the back. So actually I'm on the hunt at the moment for some interesting detail on jeans. I love a flap pocket, buttons, a back buckle, stitching detail. So what makes it unique would be in the detailing rather in the shape or how many layers you're putting on or colour or things like that. That's what I like and what I sadly do not have and what I want and why I hate everything. Next thing on my list, it doesn't look like the model or the TikToker who may have been the reason why you bought it. Beautiful girls all over the world, Sean Paul once said. I think it was Sean Paul, I'm not really sure. And I frequently fall victim to their charm. There are many items in my wardrobe that I have bought because I saw a very pretty girl wearing it on Instagram. Not the exact piece, I haven't actually done that, I'm good at that. I don't buy exact pieces because mainly I can't afford whatever an influencer is trying to sell me, but I will see denim jacket and then I will buy a denim jacket. And it's now got me into trouble because I don't think I like denim jackets. I see these beautiful girls wearing these beautiful items of clothing, and do I just want to be them? Do I just want their life? Or do I actually want that item of clothing? Unfortunately for me, generally, I buy the item of clothing and realise it's the former. And that is completely my problem. Girls, get your bag. Don't stop being pretty for the sake of my mental health. But I need to consider that. People are trying to sell me things. It's their job to sell me things. I buy them and they don't look the same on me as they do on a beautiful girl. That was emotional, sorry. Next thing on my list, you don't have anything that goes with that item of clothing. I often buy pieces alone. I will buy an individual item because I like that item. I never buy outfits, and this means that there may actually be an item of clothing that I really like in my wardrobe. I'll save something unusual on Vinted, unique, fits perfectly, blah blah blah. Well, I don't know if it fits perfectly, but I mean that's half the problem, is that you can't try it on. But I will have found something interesting. Let's say it's like a belt or something, so it has to fit perfectly because it's that's adjustable. I think, oh my gosh, unique, lovely, I absolutely adore it. Buy that piece by itself, bring it home, introduce it to my wardrobe, and it just can't make friends with anyone. It doesn't go with anything, I don't know what to wear it with, it doesn't fit in my belt buckles, you know, that kind of thing. I do this a lot actually because I never buy outfits. I can only part with so much money that only extends to buying one item. None of my clothes go together. So then bringing you back to the jeans, that means I just wear everything with a pair of very plain jeans and the outfit is very dull. I guess to combat this, consider what you would wear it with before you buy it. Next thing on my list, you asked someone to buy it for you. You will end up hating these pieces. You obviously didn't like it enough to buy it yourself, you greedy bitch. I am very embarrassed to say, and I'm grateful for anything I receive, but there are some things in my wardrobe that I may have asked someone to buy me, I may have asked for presents. The generous, glorious, loving people in my life have done that for me. I don't realise this in the moment, so don't come for me. This is not me being ungrateful. This is not me being a spoiled brat. But I think upon pondering it, I have realised that the reason why I ask other people to get it for me is because I don't like it enough to get it myself. That's a really bad one. That's a really bad one. Don't do that. Don't ask people to buy you things that you don't actually want. And I'm learning from that. And also, don't buy me surprises. It's my mum's birthday today, actually. Happy birthday, mummy. I love you. I didn't buy her any clothes. Next thing on my list, you couldn't try it on. I buy most of my clothes off of Vinted. This, for example, is from Vinted. And that means that item of clothing is destined to stay with me once it arrives at my house and I open the package, because you can't send it back. I am not able to try on these items of clothing, try before you buy, and think, do I like it, do I not like it, and send it back if I don't like it. And this is a problem because, one, I have to try and convince myself that I like it when really I don't like it. And it also means that if it's not what I pictured in my head, I just resent it, and I can't know if it fits me properly, because normally on Vinted the items of clothing are photographed flat lay on the floor or something. How on earth am I meant to translate that 2-dimensional long sleeve t-shirt onto my 3-dimensional body? And I think I can. Every time I buy something off of Vinted, I think I can, and I'm clever enough to do so, but I can't because nothing fits. It just doesn't look right, it doesn't look how I imagined in my head, and it's very unfortunate because I end up with a load of clothing that just isn't right. Maybe not even necessarily doesn't fit, but just doesn't fit right, or doesn't fit how I wanted it to fit. And it's very annoying. Final thing on my list, it's a dupe, or not even necessarily an actual dupe. I actually hate the word dupe. I'm not really sure what it exactly even means. What I mean is I hate the items of clothing in my wardrobe that I have purchased as a substitute to fill the void of not having the thing I actually want. And this brings me back to the Pink Lady theory, which I mentioned so long ago. Some of you may remember. So the Pink Lady theory, when I was in university shopping for myself, I would buy the cheapest of cheap apples simply because they were cheap. What I would do is I would take one bite of one of the apples and chuck 6 of the other apples in the bin because they're disgusting. I would then also buy the Pink Lady apples because they're the nice ones, and what I would have ended up doing is wasting all of those nasty apples, wasting my money on the nasty apples, buying the thing I actually wanted anyway. So in reality, what I should have just done is gone for the thing I wanted that may have been more expensive, yes, than the first thing, however, would have been the thing I actually wanted and would have saved me money in the long run anyway. And this, as I have shown in my videos before, is applicable to many situations, and I think it is also true in this situation. Buy the thing you actually want, otherwise you will end up buying a thing that's a substitute for it, and you will also end up buying the actual thing, and you will end up wasting the first thing that you didn't really want, wasting your money on it, and also having the good thing. Just buy what you want. It will save you in the long run. So that is everything we have time for today. I really hope you enjoyed it. It's so lovely seeing you here, as it always is. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It's been so lovely talking to you. I hope that everyone is okay, that everyone finds some joy in their wardrobe. I may go and try and look for something now. I'll see you very incredibly soon. I love you so much. Don't do drugs. Don't smoke. No UPF. I should tell myself that. Love you. Bye.